Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lanier National Speedway in Brazelton, Georgia. I'm Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you today's feature event. It is 40 fast laps at Lanier National in the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup. This is Season 3, Week number 6 of the 2021 iRacing season. Let's have a look at today's starting lineup. Starting in the 11th spot in car number 1, it's the Nationwide Legends car of Keaton Roach out of the Carolinas region. Starting 10th in car number 3, racing with us from Ohio, it's the Summit Racing car of Chris Villard. In the 9th starting spot, racing out of Australia, New Zealand in car number 10, Jeremy Hill. Starting 8th, it's Tony Vaselis in the Downshift Sim Racing car, Tony out of Australia and New Zealand as well. Starting 7th in car number 2, that is Paul Miller out of Pennsylvania. In the 6th spot in car number 7, that is Adam Patrick out of Central and Eastern Europe. Now, let's have a look at the top 5 today. Out of Lansing, Michigan in car number 5, it's Steve Gonzalez. Starting 4th, Daniel Bognes in car number 11, the Fanatec Legends car from the Mid-South region. In the 3rd starting spot, it's the 600 Racing Legends car of Adam Smith out of Australia, New Zealand. Starting 2nd in car number 4, it's Jake Johnson, the Green Bay Packers car, Jake out of Conifer, Colorado. He's going to show up on the telemetry in the left-hand corner of your screen as car 4, but on the screen he will be car number 99. Finally, on the pole in car number 9, it's the Fanatec Legends car of Aiden Kyer, Aiden from the Virginias region. These drivers account for 158 wins on iRacing asphalt ovals, an outstanding field in the Advanced Legends Cup. Pace car leads the field. Johnson on the outside. The pace car is in. Aiden Kyer hammers the throttle. Kyer going to jump out to a quick early lead with Johnson second. The 11 of Daniel Bognes jumping into third on the high side, just his inside. That's the 8 of A. Smith. Looks like there's been some action back there as the 11's gone around. So it is Kyer, Johnson, Smith running 1, 2, 3. Kyer spins. That's going to give the lead to Jake Johnson. Jake Johnson's going to hop out front and take the lead at Lanier National Speedway. Lap number 2 in the books as Johnson comes out of turn 4 to begin lap number 3. Johnson with the lead, Smith second, Miller third, Patrick fourth. Tony Vaselis running in the 5th spot. Looks like Patrick's dropped back as Paul Miller's jumped up, so Johnson leads, Smith second, Miller third, Vaselis fourth, Gonzalez fifth. Johnson with a big lead already, pulling away to about an 8-car length advantage at Lanier National Speedway. We are 4 laps into a 40-lap feature, and it is Jake Johnson in car number 99 out front. Johnson in that Green Bay Packer machine running a nice smooth race as he leads at Lanier National Speedway. Johnson out of 2 onto the back straightaway, pulling away, rapidly putting distance between himself and car number 8. That is A. Smith out of New Zealand. Smith in second. Behind them, it's a big gap to the 3rd place car of Paul Miller. We are early, 6 laps in, but let's see how they run on the field. Up front, it's the 99 of Johnson in first. Following Johnson in car number 8 is A. Smith. Smith currently shown in second. Next car on the speedway, the 2 of Paul Miller. Miller currently in the 3rd spot. Behind Miller on the track, that's the 5 of Steve Gonzalez. Gonzalez moving into the 4th spot. Behind Gonzalez, it's the 3 of Chris Villard. Villard currently shown in 5th. Then the next car on the speedway, the 6 of Tony Vaselis. Vaselis currently in the 7th spot. In the 6th spot. Behind Vaselis, it's car 7 of Adam Patrick. Patrick currently being shown in 7th. The next car on the speedway behind Patrick is the 1 of Keaton Roach. Roach jumping up from 11th to be in the 8th spot. Then behind Roach on the speedway, that's the 10 of Jeremy Hill. We're back around to the leader, Jake Johnson, as Johnson puts Hill a lap down. 8 cars on the lead lap. 9 of 40 laps in the book. Jake Johnson now with a straightaway lead. Johnson running away from the field in the 99. Johnson out front. Smith second, Miller third, Gonzalez fourth, Villard fifth, Patrick sixth as Tony Vaselis has dropped back into the 7th spot. Behind Vaselis, it's Keaton Roach in 8th. Roach started out 11th, but he's moved up to the 8th spot. Roach with a higher I rating here. The numbers on the screen, so the numbers in the bottom left-hand corner, that represents the ranking of the cars and drivers by I rating. That's how iRacing chooses to number the cars. Number 1 means you have the highest I rating in the split. The lowest number is the lowest iRating in the split. That would be number 11, Daniel Bognes. Jake Johnson currently shows up on your telemetry as car 4 because he has the 4th highest iRating. He's chosen to use a custom number, and if you would like to know how to do that, you can go to the Johnson iRacing Team's YouTube channel, and we've got a video that will show you how to use a custom number. We see a spin there. Looks like that might have been Adam Patrick in the 7 that went around. Jake Johnson leads 14 laps in. Johnson with a big lead. He's extended the lead to about 4 seconds over A. Smith, who's in second. Johnson closing in on lap traffic. That is the one of Keaton Roach. Roach, the last car on the lead lap, in 7th spot now as Jake Johnson closes on Roach down the back straightaway. They go into turn number 3. Johnson with the lead. He looks to the inside of the one of Roach lap car. That's the 10 of Jeremy Hill trying to get straightened back out as Johnson goes by Keaton Roach to put Roach a lap down. That means there are only 5 cars left on the lead lap. The 5th car is the 6 of Tony Vaselis. Johnson closing in on Vaselis now, trying to put the 5th place car 1 lap down. 16 laps into the feature, Johnson making the pass on the 6 of Vaselis. Let's take a break and have a look at how they run on the speedway. Johnson is first. Vaselis a lap down in the 5th spot. Behind Vaselis on the speedway, it's the 1 of Keaton Roach. Roach also a lap down, currently shown in 6th. Behind Roach, that's the 10 of Jeremy Hill. Hill currently shown 2 laps down in the 9th position. Hill very nearly spinning there as the car got out from under him, but he managed to catch it. Behind the 10, it's the 7 of Adam Patrick. Patrick currently shown in the 7th spot, 1 lap down. Then behind Patrick, that's the 8 of A. Smith in the 8th spot, also 1 lap down. Behind Smith, it's the 2 of Paul Miller. Miller currently shown in the 2nd spot on the lead lap. Then behind Miller, that's the 3 of Chris Villard, also on the lead lap in 3rd. Behind Villard, that is the 5 of Steve Gonzalez, last car on the lead lap. Gonzalez currently shown in 4th. And there's your leader, Jake Johnson. We are at the halfway point. Johnson attempting to put the 4th place car of Steve Gonzalez a lap down. Johnson out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. He is running a fabulous race. No mistakes by Jake Johnson as he looks to the inside of the 5 of Steve Gonzalez. Johnson trying to get past Gonzalez, giving Johnson 0 room here. Lap car kind of holding up the leader a bit. It is up to the leader to get by. If you lead, lap traffic has to know that you're there, but it is up to you to pass them safely. Johnson trying to find his way around the 5. Looks to the outside now, the 5 of Steve Gonzalez. Johnson on the outside, Gonzalez on the inside. They're down the back straightaway. Jake Johnson trying to use the high line to get by the 5 of Steve Gonzalez. Johnson comes out of turn number 4 on the outside, and he is side by side with Gonzalez as they get to the start-finish line. Gonzalez drives down deeply into turn number 1. Johnson trying to go by on the high side, letting the momentum of that higher line try to take him around the 5 of Gonzalez. They come out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. Johnson on the outside, Gonzalez on the inside. Jake Johnson will go by on the outside. Gonzalez back in as he drives hard down into turn number 1, but Johnson will pull him down the back straightaway. Jake Johnson completing the pass on the high side, going around the 5 of Gonzalez to put Gonzalez a lap down. Jake Johnson, with a little bit of excitement, had to work pretty hard to get past that lap car. He has done so. Gonzalez now a lap down. Johnson 1, Miller 2, Chris Villard 3. Those 3 cars, the only cars remaining on the lead lap, as Jake Johnson has really stretched out the lead. He is about 12 seconds ahead of the 2nd place car of Paul Miller. Good laps here, running about 15 to 16 seconds. So Jake Johnson about 3/4 a lap ahead of Paul Miller. Just in front of Johnson, we see the 3 of Chris Villard. 14 laps to go. Johnson closing in on Villard. Villard in 3rd spot. He is the last car on the lead lap. Jake Johnson making an effort here to put another car a lap down. Johnson maybe with a chance to lap the field, as just in front of the 3 of Villard is the 2 of Paul Miller. Johnson trying to find his way around both. 12 laps to go. Johnson with the lead. He has come up on the 3rd place and 2nd place car as Jake Johnson tries to lap the field at Lanier National Speedway. Johnson goes to the high side, allows the Villard to take that inside line. Now Jake Johnson crossing over, looks underneath him. Villard coming out of turn number 2, makes the pass down the back straightaway. Jake Johnson with a textbook crossover, sets that pass up on the high side, goes underneath. The 2 of Miller gets out of shape, and Johnson goes by him as well. Jake Johnson now has lapped the field as he goes past the 10 of Jeremy Hill to put Hill 3 laps down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a runaway as Jake Johnson has lapped the field and begins now to start putting people 2 laps down. Adam Patrick probably will be the next car in Johnson's sights. Johnson a full lap ahead of the field. That's the 7 of Patrick. Just outside of Patrick is the 9 of Aiden Kyer. No, sorry, the 6 of Tony Vaselis. Johnson puts Vaselis a second lap down. Now sets his sights on putting a second lap on Adam Patrick. Johnson passed Adam Patrick. Patrick now 2 laps down. Next car on the speedway for Johnson to try to catch would be the 8 of A. Smith. Smith was your early second place runner before an incident took him out of contention. Jake Johnson leads, 7 laps to go. He is pulling away from the field, putting on a clinic as Jake Johnson closes in on the 8 of A. Smith. 6 to go now. Johnson down the back straightaway in that flying 99, the Green Bay Packers car. Out front at Lanier. Out of turn 4 onto the front straightaway. It is Jake Johnson with the lead. Johnson now 5 to go. Jake also racing Bandoleros, half-scale stock cars in his real world. Currently still in high school. Johnson doing a nice job here as he comes out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. 4 laps to go. Jake Johnson sits in the first spot. He has the field lapped. He's closing in on A. Smith in car number 8. Smith, the last car, 1 lap down. No one on the lead lap. Johnson all alone as he closes in on Smith. Now 3 to go. Johnson with an opportunity to go by the 8 of Smith. He comes out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway, pulls down low, goes past Smith coming into turn number 3. This time by, there are going to be 2 laps left. Jake Johnson in that Green Bay Packers Legends car, gets a little sideways coming out of 4 there, manages to hold on to it. Johnson out of 2 down the back straightaway. Big lead. Jake Johnson doing a nice job here, running away with this race at Lanier National Speedway. He comes out of turn number 4 to take the white flag. Johnson is going to win this race, barring a catastrophe, an absolute catastrophe. Out of turn 2 now onto the back straightaway. Johnson with a lead. He goes into turn number 3 for the final time. He's going to come out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway, and at the flag, it will be Jake Johnson with the win. Chris Villard will come home in the second spot with Paul Miller 3rd, Steve Gonzalez 4th, Keaton Roach 5th after starting in the 11th spot, so a nice run by Roach. A. Smith will be 6th, Adam Patrick in 7th, Tony Vaselis 8th, Jeremy Hill 9th, Aiden Kyer 10th, and Daniel Bognes rounding out the field. Quite a race from Lanier National Speedway. Jake Johnson of the Johnson iRacing team ran a near flawless race and lapped the field at Lanier National Speedway. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.